el cacapunta. Wednesday, 18:11 and 28 seconds. Seconds. 28 seconds. February 2, year 2026, February and 11th, the day. Shall rehearse today's melody again. It's the 1425 chords. All right. Today should be Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock church service. Wednesday church service. Evening church service. Usually starts at 7, but this evening shall start early. Bust out the Steve Vai flow pick. It's got extra CIC grip with it. Now, here's the 1, 14, and the... When the melody comes and the kid rock Jesus and the big bunny pump, and when Jesus brings the garden of love, the garden love Gotta enjoy the fingertips. One of the lovely fingertips fell off here during the early morning church service. The afternoon service. The afternoon service. Presentation. The presenta. Remember that which was with the Garden of Eden. When Jesus shows up, they was naked. They was naked at the garden, the Eden garden. And the good book says there was no shame. Wasn't no shame. There wasn't no shame till all of a sudden a new thought appeared out of nowhere. And all of a sudden, like lightning, they both wanted to hide. They both wanted to hide the lovely bunny. Now, you gotta know Lord God Almighty had already told Adam and Eve, already told them, be fruitful and multiply. Even when they was already naked in front of all the universe to see. Everyone could see the lovely bunny. And there was no shame. Was no shame. Was no shame. And with common sense, if the Lord God Almighty had already told Adam and Eve to be fruitful and multiply, more than likely, that naked bunny in front of the whole universe to see, with common sense now, more than likely it would be considered very natural. Even before the snake thought showed up out of nowhere. You gotta know, if the good Lord God Almighty told them to be fruitful and multiply, that it wasn't a big idea to multiply in front of everyone. All the animals, all the trees, all the living organisms. That includes aliens and extraterrestrials. Everything going on with outer space. I'm sure they was looking and watching everything. Waiting for the fruit. Waiting for the multiplication to happen. With eager eyes. With common sense now. With common sense. One could see. Ooh. Could be. When the children, they play. Now, think upon this. Could have been that Adam and Eve were still just a boy and a girl, because the book doesn't tell how old they were yet. It should be obvious. using the imagination. Adam could have been 5 years old. Eve could have been 12. History could have been rewritten. It could have been Adam that ate the fruit and blamed it on Eve. You gotta know that all the history books have been fucked with, haven't they? For those that like questions. Now come on. But for the sake of Jesus, worship Him here. Give glory to Jesus. And the Easter bunny that watched Adam and Eve multiply. Including that Easter bunny. And then could have been that there was no shame. And using common sense, it could have been that Adam and Eve were still children with the all-natural curiosity, playing around in the garden, the Eden garden that it is. For the good book does not clarify that they was full-grown adults only. There's a whole lot left to the imagination. It could be that this year's Super Bowl celebration could have been a universal public witness to examine both sides the natural coin. anything can be used badly, mud-stuck and abusively. But that doesn't mean that that which is being used or participated with is bad. It doesn't mean that it's bad. Unless one wants to give in to the temptation. That dirty thought known as the snake, through symbolism, creeps in to make one think that multiplying before the whole universe is a bad thing in itself. Could be evidence to examine. Universal evidence. Evidence to consider. So the act in itself isn't bad. And that the act in itself that isn't bad is being used in a bad way, then using military distinction, it is wise to distinguish the difference between the act, the multiplying act, to distinguish being fruitful and multiplying in the open in front of the whole universe with all purity, and the act being used openly throughout the universe, being participated with on the mud-stuck, abusive, dirty side. Could be. Could be. And it could be that only there could be that there is a living organism that knows with wisdom to bring proper discernment with the situation, lest living organisms miss the mark and want to blame Wanna fight? Scream and scratch. Then at that, discerning wisdom is a wonderful revelation to bring that peaceful trade, trading wisdom among the nations, like Solomon. That's right, Solomon, King David, and Bathsheba. Ooh! And for those that have not heard the story, that lovely King David who looked out his window one day and saw another man's wife bathing naked next door. And her name, another man's wife, Bathsheba. And when King David looked out the window, brother popped a mighty boner. Sent his guard to invite the other man's wife over to his chamber. And you gotta know, all the public witnesses that saw what was going on probably thought to themselves, uh-oh, they might be in there fucking like bunny rabbits. And they really knew when she got pregnant in front of the whole fucking town. Ooh! King David, the mightiest king on the earth at the time, the lineage from whom King Jesus came, in front of everyone, ejaculating revelation all over the town, bringing pregnancy everywhere with knowledge. A universal principle, usually not properly explained to the children throughout the communities. Could be and there was another time King David was so happy when the Ark of the Covenant was being brought back to Israel after the Philistines took it. that same King David, disrobed in front of the whole town with his dick flopping around all over the place and danced before the Lord, the Ark of the Covenant, in celebration. And his new wife, Bathsheba, whom the whole town knew that she cheated on her husband. And the whole town knew that King David sent her husband to the front line and told the commander to fall back the whole army and see if that husband had the almighty power behind him to take on the enemy like King David could, all by his own fucking self. And when the enemy came, Bathsheba's mighty military husband could not defeat the enemy. Oh, sing single-handedly. The whole town knew that Bathsheba cheated on her mighty military husband in front of the whole fucking town. Oh, fucking like Easter bunny rabbits all around. Doesn't matter if there's walls to not see, all the screwing naturally. Doesn't matter if there's walls, because everyone can see with imagination what it looks like naturally. Oh, mighty military man to the front line to know. Wonder, wondering if this mighty military man had the power to sing single-handedly. Take on the enemy. That enemy thought the same thought that came at the Garden of Eden, that said in the mind, you're naked, this is shameful. You're naked, multiply in front of everyone. It's shameful. You gotta know that enemy. Like King David dancing around before the Ark of the Covenant, with his dick flopping all around. And if you don't know the story, guess you've never studied the Bible, and it's all hearsay. That ain't no question. That's evidence with consideration. Because some pastors say that David was just stripped down to his see-through tunic. And some pastors say Jesus was hung butt-ass cock naked on the cross before everyone in the town. But using the imagination and scoping out the societal condition, one has capacity to come with a self-revelation instead of reading another man's book and believing it. And there are girls that write books too, although there's some girls like to be called womb man. Both girls bringing military distinction. Nakedness is not a bad thing. Otherwise, the Lord God Almighty in the good book wouldn't have put Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, butt-ass naked. In fact, it was considered more than likely holier than hell. But nakedness has capacity to be used as a mud-stuck abusive, stuck on it, looking to stay that way, child-sacrificing death for fucking ever. That could be considered a bad use with nakedness. Could be now, could be. Just evidence to consider, that's all. Considerable evidence. Multiplying in front of everyone fruitfully naked. Tits out, shaking everywhere. With itself is not a bad thing. Using military distinction now can be used as a bad thing, and that usually entails being mud-stuck abusively. Self-inner child pedophile molesting rapey. Child sacrificing. Epstein files to examine. Really, university, what's really going on around here? Could be used that way. Then again, that might not be a bad thing at all. It could be just the universe figuring things out. The natural universal growth, satisfying curiosity to know all that's on the other side of the fence, to truly know all wisdom, to be truly discerning. One has to know all that goes on. Or else one is probably a little bit blind. Could be evidence with consideration. There might be other wise judges with the universe, because Earth is just a tiny little speck. Some say just a tiny, tiny little planet amongst trillions galaxies all around. Yet all together, baby, fire, earth, air, water, all around. Like the astrology zodiac, Jesus coming with the town. Could be. Could be a Michael Jackson, Jordan Muir full moon reflection. Little child inside, longing to come out and be all that the child shall enjoy. Graduate from being a bee enjoy shining star, born again. Shining star, born again. Shining star, live forever. Even Jesus said, and still says, because to say that Jesus said implies that Jesus is dead. But Jesus says, listen up, brothers and sisters, I ain't dead. Sisterly brothers living. Rah! Look out! those that believe in the Lord God Almighty. For Jesus himself said, I am God. We are one. Fire, earth, air, and water. And for those that like questions, Jesus asked this question. Who the fuck are you? Brother said, greater things shall you bring than that which I could bring at the time. You don't know it? Better read the New Testament again. For those that believe in the Lord God Almighty and his wonderful equal Son, Jesus, the Christ, that loves to celebrate with the Easter Bunny together. So that eyes shall see and discern. And Russell likes to add, discern with military distinction, bringing in the greater again. Bringing the greater things. And it ain't like Russell ain't said it before, so Russell is saying great again. Bring in the evidence with the whole world at sea. Maritime system, both public and private, emerging together, so that nothing is ahead and all shall be seen. And like Ozzy likes to say, oh yeah, baby! Ozzy ain't dead either. That's right! Look out! Big share or full moon, the full moon's coming around the corner. Another opportunity to look deeply within the self. An opportunity to rid the finger pointing and blame and join the universal game. Just like the Old Testament story and the wonderful brother known as Job. Good old Job, who liked to work a job. Woo-hoo! Fluffer! Come to the front counter, Fluffer! That's Fluffy Furry Bunny Rabbit. The whole world to see. That lovely gold. That lovely gold. The gold to get to. Ooh, yeah, baby. To end all these wars. greater's here, great, great again. Solo, girl. Wow! Then the sheriff showed up to town one day from different counties. And she brought him to the evidence and screamed it through the mic one evening. And the stars banged up that banger, banger, boys alive, she's looking hardy. And the hips and hips are shaking all around and lifting to the party. Moving all around, exercising, getting all that cancer sludge. The healing can heal the body, 'cause it's tired, always have to pack some fudge. Ooh. Holding the 4-note. Indian native mother. The native governor. Setting the pace. Little bit of EA4 acoustic pace. Slowing it down. slowing it down. It did freak you with it, slowing it down. Bringing the greater music, slowing it down. Holding that lovely A note with the hand. Looks like the furnace is hungry. Feeling colorful. Wanna enjoy fresh wood. Clap with the one, 'cause the song is done. Until next time. Look out now. And now. Look out. Wait. I can hide in her. Soaking wet. It's like a soaking. Spottedly soaking. Damp all over. Full over. Reach down deep in there, squeeze that his knee up all back inside that hole. Woo! Brother's enjoying a little bit of this little brother that is. That was the F sharp key. Then it changed to the E key with a 1, 7, 6, 4, A4. The solo was, or is, in F sharp key, And the last note was A4 converted to A1. Although it sounded like 4. Usually if a song ends on a 1, that is the key note, A1. Hey! Little Angus Young, Ozzy Osbourne, Moon coming. Bend over. Break! Tub's dripping. Boob's down here enjoying some loveliness. You better look at him enjoying. She's near the drink bowl. That's right, brother. Near the drink bowl. Wonderful honeydew melon back there heating up. And then inside here, the brother heard some drip going on. Lovely drip. Wednesdays, the brother has a shower. Wednesdays, little drip going on. A little water going on. This thing has to be aligned just right. Sometimes it has to be readjusted. Get that lovely water down there. Put this over it. All kinds of reasons. Got spiders in there. They like to get stuck. Brother knows to care with the spiders. Doesn't care for them because he ain't no slave. Cares with them. Or just plain old cares the spiders. His wonderful ass sisterment. Assist dance. A wonderful ass sister dance. Assist dance. With them lovely spiders sometimes get stuck in the tub because they thirsty. Look for a little awa. Got a little piano here still. Got the record still going lovely. Shall see what might happen with the piano. God damn, his deal? Get back in that hole there, sucker. Before we have some booty call. What's this wee, pale face? You don't speak for me. Sorry. I meant Treasury Mint. Treasury Mint. Yeah, there we go. It's all prepaid, brother. It's all prepaid. Remember, societal change does not happen overnight. Self-change usually does not happen overnight. Just remember that. Keep that one in mind. Keep in my heart that through his love. Keep in my mind that through his love. And his death and resurrection, Yeshua was introducing a new economy into the world. This is the understanding. Gonna have to get that song going here, because that's an old song from the 2009 album. Let's see here. Here's all the albums right there. Starting 2009, 10, 11, 12, and that's when everything stopped. There was another one in 14 and 18. Most don't got that one because it's not on YouTube. Keep in mind. Let's see, keep in mind. That might be on the Love album, Love One Another album. There it is, on the B-side, song 2, Keep in Mind. Brother wrote that song and that was it. Never played it since. Most all these songs were written on the spot and never ever played them again. There are a couple though. Let's see. Give it a little bit of whirl. All from memory. Let's see here. Brother has listened to these songs multiple times though. Keep in mind that deep love. Keep in mind.
This is D sharp, which is the F sharp key. D sharp 6.
Keep in mind that through his love. Keep in mind that through his love.
resurrection.
You got to figure it out, though. Brother's got to refresh the memory. So just play it, just keep playing it till it comes. Keeping my eye
That through his
love.
keeping my eye. That through his love and his death.
Brother might as well just play the song. Put the tape into the recorder. Yeah, that's an idea. That way the brother can just play along with it and pick it up. Here it is. So it's on side B. Put it on side B and rewind it to the second song. Oh yeah. Coming up. And then put this one. This one's got a case right here. A guitarra. A guitarra. 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 Gotta push that fucker back on in there. Ah. Oh yeah. Look out now. Look out. I know you're saving it for a new song. Here is another verse, a new song coming on. That's the riff right there. Here's the verse. Dun, dun. That's the 4 note. Sing with the 4 note. This is the C key. This is A6. 7, 1, 2, 5, 6. 7, 1, 2, 5, 4.
Just hold it and wait for a melody to come with the chord.
Now we can go like that. Anyway, got to get back to this other song. All right, we wound it all the way. Now, fast forward it, one song, to get to the next song. Keep in mind.
Brother's got it lower down here. Brother has to keep this fucking camera looking down this way, because when you get back here, you know, there it is, you get most body in. You get the most body. Plus this fucking thing on the other side where the power goes in, it's a little bit fucked up, so I don't want to be moving the fucking camera all over the place. Alright, so the first song is Promises. Alright, now the song Promises is this one. That's Tony Iommi sales shelf. It's on sale at Sears. Russell don't borrow though. He just picks and chooses. That's the introduction riff. You always keep me waiting. Different lyrics. For the answers. Answers, you always keep me. That's E6, B4. Waiting for the answers. No, B3. C4. For to my questions. G1, F sharp 7, back to E6. And waiting endlessly, the same chords. And then C4, D5. That's a 176. 6 6 6 6 3 3 3 3 4 4 4 4 1 1 7 6 and searching endlessly for love. Riff. That's the song Promises. See that? First song, second side B. Russell has played that song multiple times though. But this other one, keep in mind, never ever played it again. And it's a good song though. But when Russell played Promises, he fucking put fresh new lyrics right on the spot in one take with the song. Picked up a book and read right out of the book and sung the fucking melody. Straight. Instead of using the original lyrics with the song. Still fast forwarding. It's at the solo part right now. With the G key. It's always coming back to E6. Always the whole fucking solo. Phrase and back to the E6 throughout the whole solo. This is the end. This is the song's end right there. Fading out with drum beats. Now, here's the Keep in Mind song. Turn it up.
Keep in mind that through his life, keep in mind that through his
Brother must have changed fucking keys. Because it went from a 6-5-4 in one key to a 6-5-4 in another key. So here it is. Keep in mind that through his love, keep in mind that through his love
And his death.
Yeah, that's a
A sharp 6, G sharp 5, F sharp 4, which is 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1.
this key knows right here,
Which is C sharp key.
that's the C sharp key, which is this. C sharp 1. So, A sharp
Is 6. And then the melody.
keep in mind,
Mind.
keep in mind.
Okay, the notes are
1, 2, 4, 3. 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2.
and is.
That's a 1 bent up to it. 1 bent to 1 bent up to 1 bent to 2, 6, 6.
And then this 6 octave.
And then change key to the E key and C sharp.
Which is the 1 key with the C sharp, 1 note with the C sharp key. The key note has been converted minor. Now it's C sharp 6.
And resurrection.
And Russell turned down the volume on it with the distortion. Just turn the volume down.
Resurrection. Yeshua is introducing.
And there's the little lick, which is
4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6. A new reality into the world. This is the understanding.
and then hold
Hold the A note,
which is the E key, because C sharp is the 6th note with the E key. B5 is the 5 note with the E key. A4 is the 4 note with the E key.
and hold the A4, and just do an Ingwe J. Malmsteen fucking riff all the way up the fucking neck, and then dive down with the bar. Like this. No, it's an E key. Just sit here. There it is.
and then go back to the chorus, which happens to be the introduction.
Keep in mind that through his love,
Which is the C sharp key. And the melody, once again,
1, 2, 4, 3. 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2. 1, 3, 4, 3. 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 1, 6, 6.
and then hold the 6. Ooh, that might be a different key. Look at that. Ah, it's the F sharp key. Look at that. Which has the same finger spacing as C sharp. So it's A sharp 3, G sharp 2, F sharp 1. See that? And then the melody is going to be 6,
5, 6, 1, 7. 5, 6, 2, 1, 7, 1, 2. 6.
now.
2, 1, 7, 1, 7, 2. No.
Yeah, 6.
2, 1, 7, 1, 7, 6. 5, 6, 1, 7. 5, 6, 2, 1, 7, 1, 7, 6.
And then bend the 5 up to 6.
5, 6.
3, 3. Because that's the same 3 down here. A sharp 3. So the melody played without singing to it goes like this. That's the 3, A sharp 3. See?
Third string, first dot. That's A sharp. That's something to remember. Third string, first dot is the A sharp note. Because that is the third string A note, which is the same as the fifth string open A. So rewind the song. There's the end of the previous song called Promises. Promises. The promising sister, which is Gisette, because it could be that Jesus, there was a sister with Jesus. Remember that? It could be that
There was a sister with Jesus.
so
The song is called Promises. It's in the promising sister.
there's the song. Keep in mind being played right there. Brother
So
says,
stuff this Hysnia back in the hole. Back in there, Hysnia. This ain't no hernia, it's a Hysnia. The man's gonna start bowing the knee to the girl for a while, so he can get a glimpse of what it feels like. Burn a little memory on the ram.
Into the world. This is the on.
here's the riff.
Brother went dived it down. Back to the intro.
Keep in mind that through his love
And his death. That's the 343, which is the 34 known as the Jaws Hollywood movie. The shark thing. Then it goes straight into the solo.
This song goes straight away into the solo. There ain't no singing the verse twice or the chorus twice. It's the introduction with the chorus, goes into the verse, sings it once, sings the chorus again, and then straight away right into the solo. And the solo is one note down because Jesus goes into hell. That's signifying Jesus going down into hell. And it happened naturally too. Got to figure out which note is being used though. Remember, the brother's remembering this song because he wrote it once, recorded it once. Brother wrote that song once, recorded it once, published it into the public once, never ever played it again. And that was 2009. So that's 9 is 10 years. 10 is 11 years, and this is 6 years past. And this is fucking 2009, 19 plus 7 years, because this is 26. So that's 16 years ago, brother wrote that song. In the bedroom that used to be the guitar studio room. Now it's the bedroom. There used to be the guitar studio room used to be downstairs. Now the guitar studio room is in the living room. And the guitar studio has been in the living room before. This is the second time that the living room is now the guitar studio. But when this song was written, it was written in the bedroom and the neighbors moved out. There was no one living there for 2 years. So the brother had free reign at midnight to make all the fucking noise he wanted to record an album. 2009 album called Love One Another. Brother is a songwriting fucker. And those are structured songs. Those are songs that can be played on the radio and become #1 fucking hits. Very popular throughout the land. But the brother just posted them on YouTube. Never played them again. And they were all improvised right on the fucking spot. Brother never practiced them. And they turned out to be full-fledged songs. Brother could have sold them on the shelves, went out touring, make fucking millions with them if the brother wanted to sell the soul. But the brother wasn't into selling the soul. Still ain't into selling the soul. But you never know, it might happen tomorrow. So anyway, looks like the neighbor might be home. Might have to adjust the windows here. Don't want to bug the neighbor too much.
Nope, just someone looking around, that's all it is.
Someone looking around went down the street to figure out what the hell's down here, and found out it's Russell. Look out!
Keep in mind that through his love
resurrection. Yeshua was introducing a new economy into the world. This is the understanding. Keep in mind that through His blood. Keep in mind. Gotta turn the guitar up because this microphone right now is overpowering the guitar. The problem is the brother needs to sit with this amp to adjust it to get it go louder, or at least turn the amp or turn the microphone down. But that's as high as the amp wants to go right now. So you're gonna have to turn the microphone down, or at least sing further back from the mic. That might be. Brother likes choking up and deep throating this mic though. Brother is master deep throater. Chokes up on the mic all the fucking time. Because get a better vibration out of the fucking sound when he's fucking choked. It's like choking the chicken. But it overpowers the guitar though.
Anyway, rewind it and sing it again. This is the end of the previous song, remember, called The Promising Sister. Promises.
Remember, there are many in history that cooked the books, changed all the history around, and rewrote the books, and then gathered all the people that were survivors that were sharing the story that was going around and threw them into mental wards. That's all in the history. It's all coming out on YouTube with President Trump and Russell, John F. Kennedy Jr., Marco Rubio, the head attorney general, Pam Bondi, and the rest of the cabinet. We're all bringing it out. No more fucking around the earth. It changed keys and it went to a G, but it was a lower note. So it's going G to F. Back to G. That's going to be G6, which is the A sharp key.
And then it adds a few more chord change right there. So that's A sharp. Got to figure out the chord change. But anyway, so it drops down to G. Can figure all that shit later. And then when it went back into the verse and the chorus, it was another key change. Another key change. I'm gonna push this Hisnia back inside the hole. Got the intestine, keeps popping out. That's because brother's been going hard and heavy all day. All day, hard and heavy. That happens a lot. When brother goes hard and heavy, it's easy for that fucking colon to pop right out of the Hisnia hole. And so the sister has to constantly force that brother to bend the knee, fucker. Get back in there. You're gonna really feel what it's like. Seems how you like to fuck the sister around for a couple thousand years. Anyway, so it goes like this. Keep in mind that through his love, keep on through his love and his death. Yeah, so that's still the E key. And then the riff with the E key can be played. Then back to the A sharp 6. Keep in mind, the song title's called Keep in Mind. And that's the sing-along part. Keep in mind that through his love, keep in mind that through his love and his death. Remember, this song is about the crucifixion with Jesus the Christ. His death and resurrection. And Jesus, when he came to bring a new economy into the world. This is the understanding. And then one can change the verse instead of saying understanding, because most of the judges celebrate that world. They're always asking everyone, do you understand? Which means in the mud-stuck abusive legal system, do you stand under me? So I got my foot on your neck. For those that don't know, that's how the mud-stuck abusive legal. Nothing wrong with legal, but when it becomes mud-stuck and abusive, and wanting to stay like that, and hoping to keep it that way forever, with the foot on the neck, well, that's when the law comes in. The new county sheriff pops up and says, son, you're biting mom's nipples a little bit too hard there. Big Daddy, come on in here. Bailiff, help the son to rest. then. Keeping my
No, it's gonna be A sharp.
keeping my eye that through his blood, keeping my eye that through his blood and his death, keep in mind that through his life or his love and his death. Those are the lyrics with the song. And that wasn't read out of a book, although there is a book written on it. Hold on, the brother needs to have a doctor's physician educational HSNIA belt demonstration to show on YouTube publicly. Adjusting a HSNIA belt. That includes unloosening the belt, unzipping the pants, dropping the drawers in front of all the children, because they're going to be watching it too. As long as one puts on there just a little bit of...
This is a doctor's educational video, and Russell is a glorified, lawful doctor. Doesn't even need to say that, but he says it out of courtesy. Lest someone go overboard with the fit.
Just flop it right on out. Drop the drawers. There's a demonstration. Ow. And that's how it's done on YouTube, for those that don't know. That satisfies all parties. They got smiles on their faces, because they know that the goal is to get back to the wonderful Garden of Eden, where there is no more shame and nothing to hide. Get with nature. All right, there, kids, children, adults, animals, bugs, trees, rocks, squirrels, alien, extraterrestrial, stars, suns, moons. Might want to enjoy a lovely Angus Young, AC/DC, Live Long and Prosper, Mr. Spock and Captain Kirk, Full Moon with Ozzy Osbourne, Bend Over with a bare ass. Look, there's a polar bear and a donkey. For those that got dirty minds, projecting their dirty minds and pointing fingers and blaming everyone for shit. Alright, now that the wonderful adjustment educational section anyway, it's an hour and 58 minutes and 3 seconds. That's wonderful enough. 2 hours is the smartphone has been handling 2-hour uploads lately. That's wonderful. Another show. Another brother's been posting 2-hour shows up the ass recently. Remember, when the ass is down, just help it up. And bring the sister when those with dirty minds start to